Good evening, all. I'm Priya from All-Pro Trainings. I want to welcome to each and everyone who joined the masterclass. I'm going to intro about All-Pro Trainings, AP Trainings. First of all, the full form AP Training is professional trainings. We are providing all kind of trainings, especially the IT technologies, electrical, electronics, and soft skills. In the IT technology itself, we are providing more than top 100 technologies trainings all over the world. Telling about our achievements, we have already trained more than 10,000 students all over the world, especially in USA, European countries, and all over the India, in which most of the students are placed in various MNCs all over the world with excellent packages. We are providing 3 types of training. The first one is the master class that you are attending now. The second one is class course, which is for 10 hours. The final one is the full course, which will come for more than 30 hours. Full course for microservices. I'm going to explain about what are the things we are going to see in the master class. The first one is the student introduction, which for 10 minutes. Then class content is for 45 minutes, in which the trainer will exclusively explain in the topics in the today masterclass topic. Then 20 minutes exclusive session to ask your queries regarding the masterclass topics. Then the APT student guide explains for 5 minutes. Now I explain to All-Pro training profile about which is training and soft skill to student pressure experience professional to advance their careers. Now students are engaged and other countries. Our vision is to provide professional training to more than 10 million worldwide. Course we are offer a global digital training in the following areas: IT courses, electrical and electronic courses, soft skill courses. What we do in individual training over of the technology plan workshop 5 to 10 hours course duration, basic of course, professional settings. Corporate training, corporate development, IT and non-IT training. Trainings and trainings prestigious college in Tamil Nadu across India. Mode of training, live online training, offline campus. Why all pro trainings? Learn at your convenient timings, practical session, clear your doubts and anytime, topics to craft interview session, designed to clear professional certification, free mock interview, free resume fielding, lifelong community support, LinkedIn recommendation, recording of all classes, job guidance, list of courses, RPA, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, front-end development, ERP tools. So various list of courses we are providing. Backend developers, database, automation testing, CRM tools, data analytic, visualization, ETL tools, programming, scripting languages, business analyst, project management, app development, Docker and Kubernetes, DevOps, DevSecOps, data science, firewall, cybersecurity, Ansible, or Red Hat Linux administration, Zig Sigma tool, Microsoft Task, 365, Beha, AIM. Electrical and electronic courses also we are providing. Embedded, MATLAB, AutoCAD, CCNA. Our achievements. All Pro Trainings has trained over 20 employees worldwide to date. All Pro clients, we are collaborate with Mindtree, Cognizant, JotWorks, Tata Consultancy Services, Tech Mahindra, Accenture, Capgemini, ICCL, Deloitte. Certification we are also providing. UiPath certified, Blue Prism, Power BI data analyst, AWS certified, Azure, Pega, Salesforce also. PMP, Microsoft certified, Oracle, Java programmer. Thank you. Now I am going to intro about our trainer. The trainer have vast experience in the IT industry. She have trained more than 100 of students over the world. The students trained world various MNC over the world. His name is Rajeshwari. Before that, student, you are the intro yourselves. Priya, Pushpa, Ravi Kumar, Rohit, Rakshida, kindly intro yourself and we will start the webinar.
Hi Priya, good evening. My name is Pushpa. I'm presently working and I need to learn some new technologies. I'm taking that one, but I'm working as a PM role presently in my organization.
Okay, thank you. Madhanika, Rakshida. Rohit. Okay, thank you all. Ma'am, can you start the webinar?
Yes, sure. Give me this screen sharing thing. I'll share my screen.
Yeah, ma'am, you can start, ma'am.
Okay, thanks, Priya. So, good evening, everyone. And this is Rajeshwari. To tell quickly about, though she has introduced me, let me be very quick on my words for introduction, just to get familiar with you people. So myself, Rajeshwari, I have been working with not only Alpro with the training contents since 4+ years now. and I have total of 10 plus years of experience. And along with that, I have been handling most of the time Java. So this training, that is microservices, involves Java along with something called as the technology of Spring Framework. Okay. So with this particular training, let's quickly start on some of the concept-based training on microservices. Okay. So what are your expectations? May I know, some of you here? Do you have any expectations out of this particular masterclass? What you would like to know? Anyone? You can put your words in the chat box. Anything specific if you have? Okay, all right, no issues. So what we'll do is first let's go through what is something called as microservices. Okay, so the microservices is the latest technology of today's market and is in much demand. Okay, so either it can be done in any of the languages. For me, if you ask microservices, it's nothing but Java backend training. So here, let's understand what are called as microservices, advantages, principles, creating a simple microservice. So this part I will not touch upon, but we will understand the first three. So what are microservices? Microservice is nothing but a service-oriented architecture, and there are multiple, large number of microservices. So microservices, it's two words that you can break. Micro and services. Micro means it's a small service, small one, but it serves multiple as it works together. So it is like similar to your laptop. So laptop has so many connections, so many things in front of you, right? There is speaker, there is keyboard, there is monitor, there is CPU. All together, put together, it acts as a laptop. So micro, small things put together forms the microservices. Okay. So here is the line. In the microservice architecture, all the services communicate with each other. By combining all the microservices, it constructs a big service. Okay. So small pieces constructs a big service. That's the meaning of basically microservice. So microservices are small services that work together. So this concept of tight coupling is there, and this can be understood once you take up the course, full course on Java and the backend training. So if you look at this particular diagram, previously in the traditional monolithic, we have two types of architectures. One is monolithic architecture and the other one is microservice architecture. In the monolithic architecture, you can see that one layer, only one layer is there. User interface, business logic, everything is as one unit. It works. Whereas in microservice architecture, multiple things have been broken down. So this breaking down helps in maintaining the things. So for example, if this service goes down, other service still works, because of which things will be unaffected. Okay. So that is the purpose of having microservices. So these are some of the basic level understanding of the microservice. And advantages is that even if one service goes down, it will still work. So supposing this goes down, other services can still be made available and it will work. So this is like when you Google, right? You have your Google. So when you ask a question, what happens? it comes up with so many links, so many answers for you. How does that happen? So what will happen? You will type in the question, and the moment you hit enter or the search, what will happen? Your request will go to multiple servers. And even if one server is down, rest of the servers still work and they fetch you the answer. So it will be unaffected. That is the reason Google is always up and running. You have never seen Google service goes down, correct? So they internally, or Amazon also uses microservice architecture. Even if the one service like adding the item to the cart goes down, other services will still be working, because of which Amazon will always be working. So yeah, this is a main topic of today. But apart from that, I will touch upon the concept of here, the Java. So in order to understand the concept of microservices, what we have to do is we have to first learn the building blocks. So the building block is Java course. So here the Java the course is completely hands-on experience, and you will be learning all this list of topics. Just have a look at it. Okay, so these are all the huge list. Apart from that, we have advanced Java topics like Spring Framework, Spring Boot, Hibernate. So all these three are most popular, and it is like hot cake in the market today. So as soon as you get a hot cake onto the table, it will be grabbed and finished in the blink of an eye. So similar way, these three topics are like a hot cake. They are most required in today's Java world. Okay, so let me just, so let me ask some questions here. Okay, how many of you have done any small projects or anything related to Java? How many of you familiar or know at least one or basic level Java? Any of you? Please put me a message in the chat box. Yes, no. Yes, no, please, in the chat box. I can see that you people are like 13 members. I expect all 13 yes, no messages. Be interactive. There's no harm in sending yes, no message in the chat box. Be quick. How many of you are familiar with Java? No one? That understands me as no one is familiar. Okay, so then let me just help you understand what is Java. Okay, so this symbol of Java is very popular in whatever technology you would have worked. So James Gosling was a person who started Java, and he called it initially as Oak, and later he renamed it to JAVA, Java. There is no abbreviation, there's no full form. And he made his coffee cup as the logo of our Java. Then Sun Microsystem released the first version of Java 1.0 in 1995, long back. And now Oracle is the owner of Java. So one good feature about Java is it is write once, run anywhere. Okay, so what is this write once, run anywhere? We'll come back to this point. But what is Java? Basically, Java is a programming language that is object-oriented programming language. Okay, then what is an object? So object is to represent the real world object. So for example, you see a car on the road. Can you write the code for car in Java? The answer is yes. You must be able to do it. So any object you see in the real world, it should be represented in the form of a code. So that is why you can do that in Java, and Java is therefore called as object-oriented programming language. Okay. So now you would have seen actually Java, unknowingly you are using it. How many of you use Android phones? How many of you use Android phones? Android mobile phones. How many of you use? Say yes, no. Most of us use Android phones, right? People, yes, no, please. Interaction. Be interactive. Okay. So the Android phone is itself best example where Java is working. You might ask me how? Because Android is built on top of Java. Okay. So Java is the basic. Android is on top of that. That is where Java is seen as a working application in the real world. Okay, so that's a really good example of application of Java. You would have played some games, you would have seen some websites. So those are also examples of Java. So Java has 3 flavors. Java has 3 flavors. One is the standard edition, which is called as core Java. And then there is enterprise edition for building web applications. Okay, or database connectivity, all that will be covered in enterprise edition. Micro edition for mobile phones. As part of this particular full course, these 2 topics, standard edition, enterprise edition, both will be covered. Okay, so generally my sessions are more interactive. Do ask questions. You can put the question in the chat box, unmute yourself. Okay, so let's now go to a simple hands-on experience. So just open your Google, everyone. Just go to your Google and type in there JDoodle. JDoodle online compiler for Java. Let's do some hands-on. And I will send this link. You people can click on the link. Before I send it, just have a look at my screen. So this is a Java code compiler. You can write the Java code here. You can see the lines of code here, 1 to 9. This is a sample code for Java. And here at the bottom, you have execute. If you click on execute, you will get the result of output of the code. Okay, it is showing sum of x plus y equal to 35. Okay, so just click on the link and click on the execute button now. Use the link from the chat box. Did everyone get that link? Did everyone get that link? Click on that link and you will be able to see the lines of code from 1 to 9 and scroll down and click on the execute button. you will be able to see sum of x plus y equal to 35. After you have done that, send me a done message in the chat box. Send me a done message in the chat box. How many of you have done? Or at least unmute and say, yes, done. Is it done? Okay, so I assume it's done. So now you can see that there are few lines of code which are giving us this particular output at the bottom, sum of x plus y equal to 35. Let's understand how it is giving sum of x plus y equal to 35. So here we have started with the first line saying public class, my class, and this is the line of code which says that this is a Java code. Whenever you want to write a Java code, you have to begin with public class. The next line of code here is public static void main. So this line of code is nothing but it is like the line of code which is very important. It plays without this line, our code will not work. So this is like starting point for the code. Let me put a comment here. Starting point for code. The code starts the execution from this particular line. Then you have here int x equal to 10, int y equal to 25, z equal to x plus y. X plus y is what? 10 plus 25, which adds up to 35. And system.out.println is nothing but giving us the output. Output in the sense it is printing the line that we have given here. And what we have put here is sum of x plus y equal to z. What is z holding now? Z is holding 35. So that is why it is printing sum of x plus y equal to 35. So that is how we are getting this output as sum of x plus y equal to 35. Okay, so let's change the values now and just check. So instead of 10, let's make it 20. And what should my output be? 45. Agree? So this time it should show sum of x plus y equal to 45. When I executed, yes, we are able to see sum of x plus y equal to 45. So try to change the number and get a different output here. Do it. This can even be done on the mobile phones if you are joined from mobile phones. Just change 10 to 20 or any number. Just click on the execute. Once done, you people can send me a done message in the chat box. Okay. So now let's understand this line int x equal to 20. What is the meaning? Int means it is a data type of the type integer. That means we are storing a number in a variable. X is a variable. This is the data type. X is a variable. 20 is the value that is getting stored in X. Similarly, this line, anyone would like to explain this line? Int y equal to 25. Very simple. Int y equal to 25. So, sorry. Int is the data type, y is the variable, and 25 is the value of y. And here we are adding the things. Int z equal to x plus y. That is where we are getting the output as 45. Now, supposing you change it to minus, it becomes x minus y. It is 20 minus 25. You have to change here because we are doing a subtraction. Let's make it difference. Difference of x plus y equal x minus y equal to minus y is what I have to expect. Let's see. So we are getting difference of x minus y equal to minus y. Supposing you want to do multiplication, just change the symbol here. 20 into 25, you can calculate whatever that is, 500 or whatever. And let me just say that as product. Product of x multiplied by y. And there we get 500 as the product. So this way you can just keep on working with this particular example of simple code. So this is an example for sample Java code, but I have introduced you what is this line. It is a starting point for the code. What is this data type? Int. What is the variable? What is the value that it is holding? Apart from that, what is this line for printing anything on the screen? Also, these operators, plus, minus, multiplication, all that I have introduced. Okay, so now let's, this is all about how you can understand the Java code. Okay, so further the course continues, but if you take up the course, once you take up the course full or workshop or whatever, you will understand more details on the Java coding. Now let's switch to the next concept, that is about the Spring Framework. Okay, so Spring Framework is one of the advanced Java topic. Once you understand the entire Java, then you will understand the concept of Spring Framework. So here we have different concepts. We have dependency injection, inversion of control, Spring Beans, annotations, Spring Lifecycle, Spring configuration, and all these will be covered as part of entire full course. Okay, and Maven projects, how do you create a Maven project, how you can add the dependencies, all that I will be explaining as part of the Spring Framework. Also, we will be using something called as Eclipse. So here you can see this globe kind of an icon with 3 white lines. This is something called as Eclipse. And Eclipse is an IDE for Java development. So most of the corporates use Eclipse. It is open source. Anyone can download, anyone can use Eclipse. And it is freely available. No need to pay any charges for it. So this is very widely used and makes our work much simple when it comes to Java. Okay. apart from that, yes, we will be doing microservice also as part of the course. Small examples I will be showing you. So let me just show you how Eclipse looks like. So meanwhile, do you have any particular questions here? Anyone has any particular question with JDoodle?
Ma'am, regarding collections, is there any use?
Yes, I will be covering the topic on collections also. Collections also is covered as part of the course. So collections, if I have to tell you very quickly, just hold on. I will just come to that particular slide.
Any example for collections and microservices like that?
Okay.
Real.
Sure. Microservices, let me check. Maybe here I don't have. I have to go back to my Eclipse. Okay, I will show you one example for collections. Any questions? Any other questions? So everything we will be learning in Eclipse. Eclipse will be installed. Okay. Your name, please. The one who asked about the collections.
Manisha.
Okay, Manisha. So collections is nothing but it is a concept similar to arrays. Are you familiar with arrays?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So arrays is nothing but a collection of elements, like supermarket is there, no? Fruits will be arranged in same row. So that kind of a thing is arrays. But in arrays, what happens? You will have a limit on the size. So if you want to store 10 elements, you have to give the size there that I want to store 10 elements. Whereas in collections, there is no size limit. That's an advantage. So no, you can go on using the memory space. It will not limit you with the size. It is one of the very useful data structures that Java has given us. It has very handy methods and it is there in a package called as java.util. So for example, this might be a complex thing for you at this moment, but I'll make it simple. So collection is there. It contains list, set, and another thing that comes up next is map. List, we have array list, linked list, vector, and stack. Only remember under list, we have array list. Under set, we can have hash set or a tree set. Okay, under set, remember these words, I'll just explain them. Hash set and tree set. Then again, we have map also. See, this is a simplified form. Collection, list, array list, I will take an example. Under set, hash set, and tree set. There is a map also. So now, what is the meaning of list? List will be ordered. It can store multiple values and it allows duplicates. Then what is set? Set has no order in case you're using hash set. Tree set, yes, it is ordered. And duplicates are not allowed. That's the main difference between set and list. So when you have to use a list, when you have to use a sled. So there's a college database. College database is there. I want to store 100 students. Out of 100 students, there could be 2 students with the same name, Rahul, correct? So in that case, it should allow duplicates. We'll use list. Whereas set, whenever you want to have a login details, login detail of any person cannot be the same. You have to use the set because it does not allow duplicates. So that is the meaning of list and set. Map is slightly different concept. I will not touch upon at this moment. I'll show you the code here. Have a look at this. So again, we have class and name of the class, public static void main. This is the entry point, starting point for the code. List A equal to new array list. I'm creating a list here. A dot, how you can add the elements, or how I want to add the three people name. A dot add Jack, A dot add Tyler, and A dot add again Jack. 2 times Jack I'm adding. So if I try to print all of them, what will happen is Jack, Taylor, again Jack is getting printed. Jack is not visible, third one, but it is getting printed. But the same code, if I use a if I use a set here, if I use the same code, then what will happen? No duplicates are seen. Jack and Taylor, only these two will be allowed. Third Jack will be taken out because it is not allowed. Set does not allow duplicates. It will not accept the values. Only 2 values will be accepted. So this is a very high level explanation of the concept. But otherwise, this is my Eclipse where we will be writing the code. And Eclipse, I will show you how it works. Again, as a part of the course, I will be doing explanation of how to use Eclipse, how to work with Eclipse, how to create projects, how to create the code. Everything will be explained in complete details. So see here. Here is an example for list here. I'm adding some numbers, 100, 200, 200, 300, 400. So duplicate elements are there. 200 I'm adding twice. I will run the code. I will execute it and see if duplicates are allowed or not. See here, 100, 200, the same order, all the elements are available. 200, 200, twice it has been duplicated. But the same example, if I do it with set, same example, set I have done. Okay. So in this case, what happens? Though I'm adding 200 twice, let's see the output. It has appeared only once. Okay. Why? The reason is set will not allow duplicates. Is it understood, Manisha?
Yeah, okay.
So there's another thing called as map and all. So that will take quite a bit of time. Yeah, definitely. You can come back to me. Okay. So any other specific questions, any of you? So these are very high level concepts or see it. Any training works in different flow. First flow is understanding the very basic level, then getting used to the language, how to write the simple code, then how to write the complex codes, understanding more. All those things will be the stepwise we'll have to think. So that I will be helping once you take up the entire full course. Okay. So fine, I think this is my content for today. Do try some code on the online compiler. This is readily available and you can give a try on this particular code. And very handy and very useful. It's very simple to use. Try to make the changes then and there. You will find it very interesting and also you can learn the things very easily. And of course, Eclipse is also there. But as a beginner, you will find Eclipse as little bit not that simple compared to the online compiler. So you have to get used to the Eclipse. Okay, so fine. I think I'm done for this particular masterclass. And if you have any questions related to Java, microservice, yes, you can ask me now. No questions?
Hi guys, if you have any doubts, please ask.
See, the course contains lot of topics. Everything will be done hands-on. Okay, so I think I'm done, Priya.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Next, I'm going to explain ARPA trainings guide. ARPA students guide. APT 5 forces. That one is simple learning methodology. Students recall. Creativity explanation. Fingertip materials. Additional bonuses. Simple learn methodology. Now we already discussed in the master class. Students recall any doubts and queries. Creativity explanation with a trainer. Fingertip materials with she can explain the excellent topics. First session technology teaching methodology. Session 10 minutes. Yesterday class revision doubt clearance. Session 2 20 minutes. Today class topics. Session 3 15 minutes student practice time of today's topic. Fourth one 15 minutes today class topics. Session 5 10 minutes students practice time. Session 6 5 minutes students recall today's class with a trainer. Totally 75 minutes. The learning from it: lecture, reading, audiovisual, demonstration, discussion, practice doing, teach others. Creativity explanation: e-learning using online tools, videos, text or audio, e-coaching, personal training through Zoom or Skype. We are using globe learning, example chat, discussion forums, virtual classroom, example group coaching online. OneNotes also we are providing. No coding background, include efficiency, greater productivity, elimination. Additional bonuses: free interview session, lifelong community support, job links, resume preparation help, professional certification guidance, getting job via All Pro consultancy. Average market salary. We are also doing consultancy. So after complete the course, getting certificate and job will also we will help with us. All pro trainings learn and become a pro. Next, I will explain to course fees. Training medium 30 to 40 hours, totally 2,400 minutes. 30 classes, 75 minutes per day. Course market price 25 to 25k to 30k. But all pro trainings we are sorry, some network issues. KP trainings price full course for 20k. Today you are attend the webinar, so we are providing 50% of offer, 18k only. Finally, we are providing 60% offer, 15k only for Java microservices. Special bonus for a free interview session, resume professional certification guidance, lifelong community support. Salary reduction, your current salary, like fresher or 3+4+ years of experience, like already we are discussing. One small step can change your life. Next, I go to explain our student feedback. Wait a minute. Our student feedbacks. AWS DevOps student review. Mohammad Riaz. He is a good trainer. One of the student gave review. Next, RPA Power Automate is working professional, very good, dedicated and qualified instructor. Deserve good review. Apply Flexi Capture for working professional. That person also give good review. RPA UiPath student also give review. Give. I have done UiPath Institute where good training and trainer called Mayan. Next one, RPA Blue Prism working professional review from Tamil Nadu. So many students gave. I sent the feedback link. Kindly fill and send. I put in chat box in feedback link. Kindly fill that. I hope you all, this is for the wonderful session, I think. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.